Cumbia music is a music of resistance, and it is a music of celebration at the same time. You know, it comes from enslaved peoples, enslaved African peoples being in resistance, right, and dancing la cumbiamba, or the circle, and coming together when all odds were against it. At its core, cumbia still does that. It still provides people a space for resistance in celebration, lament, and joy at the same time, and you kind of hear that in the music.
Welcome to 2018 El Tambó Fest. Yeah, night one. This is our second year doing El Tambó Fest and our fifth year of doing El Tambó in general. And we are really excited that in our second year of the festival, we are about 4 times bigger than we were last year.
All righty, top your right hand. There's that.
People started coming out more and more to Friday nights, and so we just started calling it El Tambó every Friday. And so El Tambó Fest is a chance to kind of tell the story, convene a bigger space, and really put a lot of these musical acts in conversation with each other.
Today, we really want to think through the idea of cumbia in the borderlands. Like, what does that mean? What does that signify? And I think that when we hear cumbia, it invokes probably lots of memories, at least does for me. When I hear cumbia, I think about the cumbia in my mom's hometown, in Jalisco.
The tribal sense that it brings reminds me of my native past, my African past, like the other things that they tell us to ignore. So for me, the cumbia has been very important. It's rebellious, it's political, it's autonomous right now. No one controls it. Everyone's doing what they want with it. It's creative. All right, we're gonna listen to some border music tonight, and I feel like it's as good as any other kind of music. So here we go.
This isn't really something new to Tucson, right? This is something that has always been here. It's completely surreal looking at it, because when I started, you know, there was no cumbia downtown at all. Like, there's people listening to cumbia everywhere, but none of the clubs downtown were playing Latino music at all.
I kind of grew up with this mentality to push my parents' stuff away from me. So it wasn't until I started hanging out with Logan that I started really paying attention to cumbia, because I was like, what does he hear that I've never heard in like my time with cumbia? I had been doing sets here and there with just hip hop or my oldie stuff. It wasn't until I played cumbia that people actually danced to my stuff that I was like, that's the formula. And I got to see like what cumbia could really do to a dance floor, and it was mind-boggling. It's beautiful. Sometimes I want to cry, but I'm like, okay, I'm getting paid for this, I can't cry.
Tucson, muchas gracias por estar aquí con nosotros. Les saluda con todo respeto Frontera Bugalú del Paso, Texas, representando.
I grew up in a very strong Mexican-oriented family. Cumbia's always been a really big part of my life, but I never thought of it being something that I would play out in a club. It wasn't until I moved back home that I was like, oh, people are playing cumbia in the clubs? I didn't even know that. Tools that I started to learn as a DJ, I could hear them using those inside the music, and so it just like blew my mind to hear the meeting of the old world and like the new world together.
Please give me a big round of applause in welcoming Native Creed for their first time ever performing at Congress. Thank you, guys.
It's kind of sad that I've never seen a band from the nation invited to play in a downtown venue, ever. Right, here at a festival here and there, at an outdoor stage, maybe Tucson Meet Yourself, but not inside the club. And so that was kind of one of the things that we most wanted to do at the fest, was like, let's center this music that is absolutely from here, right, from folks whose land this is, And it really blew us away to see what that did in the space, you know, and how folks received it.
I want to have you all think about, like, well, what does cumbia mean also to your communities?
Well, I mean, cumbia to my community, I mean, it's a gateway to freedom, in other words, you know, I mean, it's just another way of letting loose and a place where you can, you know, not have a care in the world.
They do something when you're out at a dance party on the res called a Waila circle, where everyone just starts dancing in a circle, which is really cool because no matter where you come in, you just move with the flow and it keeps like the whole dance floor energy moving with the music. And it was really beautiful to see that done inside of Congress.
That was the moment that was really, for me, kind of was transcendent and took me out of all the planning and, you know, the logistics and all the things, when it all kind of fell away and really realized that this thing, like all good art, is really playing with something much more subtle and profound than what it seems on the surface.
It feels really beautiful just to be like in the center of Tucson and to have so many people that haven't heard the music come in and get a taste of the culture here in Tucson through the night that we do at Tambo. So many people work so hard, and Friday night is almost become like a church night for them in the sense where they can spiritually feel everything inside and dance out their stress and dance out whatever they're feeling during the week. And even before I was part of the crew, I used to come to Friday nights just to dance everything off.
Vidas que se arrebatan, sueños que no volverán.
It feels like it shouldn't work. It's clunky, it's funky, but it just makes you move to it. And I think there's something that's ancestral to that. I think there's just something that grabs your ear and grabs your spirit when you're dancing.
There's a moment when you're on the dance floor that you just kind of like take off.
In the borderlands, we're kind of at a crossroads right now. While there's more xenophobia and kind of scapegoating going on at a national level, there's also folks like me, like a white kid who grew up on the border, listening to Mexican radio all the time, and really realizing that, you know, that isn't my experience of this place. My experience of this place is a mixed experience, right? And so just trying to hold space for people of all races and all cultures coming together to celebrate this music. It's growing stronger here in Tucson, but it's also, we're just a part of a larger wave of national network of artists.
Gracias, mi gente. Nos vemos pronto, Tucson.